John Wick has to be one of the coolest movies I have ever seen. The first time I watched it, I was blown away by the film, and it instantly became one of my favorites. Everything about it was just so cool and badass. The only thing I don't like about the first movie is the fact that I didn't see it in theaters, and any of the cool stylized subtitles, I didn't see them because Netflix did its own subtitles. Why do you do your own subtitles, Netflix? It was a simple, straightforward movie that wrapped up and didn't need a sequel. Then John Wick Chapter 2 happened. John Wick 2 was just as badass. Non-stop action, great cinematography, gave us a great villain in the form of Santino D'Antonio. Or D'Antonio. Yeah, Santino D'Antonio. It expanded the world more. Hoffman was a great addition to the series, and Ruby Rose was cool too. The movie ends leaving you yearning for Chapter 3, and I couldn't wait. At this point, you're probably thinking I'm going to shit on the movie. Beware of minor spoilers, but I really enjoyed John Wick 3. Was it the best John Wick film? No, that belongs to the first one. But it was just as good as the second one. The action was great as always. Loved the moment when he throws an axe at a dude's head. The Adjudicator wasn't as good a villain as Santino, and the stuff with the Elder felt weird and kind of out of place, which I think is a big part of why this movie isn't better than 2. There were just so many moments where everyone in the theater, myself included, were gasping and just, ooh, ah, at moments and the action. So many balls get kicked or bitten. Shout out to Holly Berry's dogs in the movie. Mark DeCascos, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, who played Zero in John Wick 3. He was really cool. He was funny. He was a great adversary for John Wick. I do feel like you could have just used Common in the movie, and I'm kind of disappointed Common wasn't brought back. Maybe he'll come back in the 4th film. But he was really cool in this movie. I wish they didn't kill his character, because it'd be cool to have him come back as well in the 4th film. I mean, yeah, in the movie there are definitely some things I didn't like, and I kind of touched on that with the Elder. Stuff like the Bowery King getting maimed. I was never really under the impression that the Bowery was under the High Table. So I'm kind of questioning, like, is every organized crime organization under the High Table? Are they not? Is there a difference? So that was kind of weird. I really can't think of anything too negative to say. It's just such a fun ride. It was cool seeing the concierge get some action during the final climax, which was a pretty badass scene where they fully unleashed John Wick against the army of the High Table. I must say I was not expecting the Winston twist and him essentially betraying John Wick. So, thanks for surprising me, film. At the end of John Wick 2, Winston gives John a blood marker, but it's definitely not the blood marker he uses in this movie. So either they forgot about that, or maybe he'll use it in the 4th film. I don't want to fault this movie. I'm not using it solely based on the fact that we know John Wick 4 is happening, and they could still use it in that one. I thought this movie was going to wrap up a John Wick trilogy, and I bet you thought the same. Boy, were you wrong. The movie ends with a setup for a 4th film in the franchise, and I'm the kind of guy that gets sick of everything needing to be a franchise or needing a sequel. John Wick 1 didn't need a sequel. But, who cares? These movies are awesome, and I hate the fact that I have to wait for a 4th film now. They should have just filmed them back to back. As always, that's just my damn opinion. comment below and let me know what you think of John Wick, Chapter 3, and which John Wick film you think is the best one. And don't forget to like this video and click subscribe. Thanks.